Now, what you just saw to you should have no meaning. Just some numbers over some Death Note characters. But to anyone who has just watched MrBeast's most recent video, like it was ages 1 to 100 competing for $250,000. Those numbers mean something completely different. Now, when you look at that, I want you to cut out 57. I don't care about 57. We're going to be talking about 3 characters in specific here, okay? And let's just start by talking about a man. A man who was very motivational. He made videos that would help motivate people like this.
You ever ask a man how he's doing, and he says, "I'm all right." That man is not all right. That man is battling demons you couldn't even possibly imagine.
Also videos that help motivate people like this.
I want you to trust me whenever I tell you that I recognize that life is beating your ass right now. I do. I see it. And you know it. But you keep getting back up. Day after day, week after week, year after year. For as long as you've been alive, you've never let life defeat you. You've never stayed down.
And, you know, even a little bit of motivation mixed with comedy. You know what I mean? Like this.
If you sneeze and I say, "God bless you," the only thing you need to say in return is thank you. Not, "How did you get in my house? Why is my window broken? I'm calling the cops."
Now, this man is known as number 42 in this MrBeast video, obviously corresponding to his age. And, you know, everyone has to compete. Now, in this video, there's something called the 40 Alliance, where all the 40-year-olds are working together. And there's a specific, what's it called? Challenge, where one person is the person who decides who gets eliminated, and the wheel continues to spin, right? The person who has the wheel at this time is 43, part of the 40 Alliance, and he is number 42, right next to her. And she's like the Misa, which is what you can see in the beginning of the issue, because she is a puppet. He shows that he's like Aizen. He's like a manipulator. Now, I want you to watch this first bit where it is of a woman who has just been taken out, and it's sort of like him mocking her, right? And she knows that it's not 43's fault, it's his fault.
Miss your snoring.
What'd you say, villain?
I'm gonna miss your snoring.
I know Matchy 43. Now I start feeling your pain, but you just cruel.
I miss you already.
Now, after he finishes mocking her, right, something I actually didn't show that happened previous to this is when she first got control, the way he was talking to her. It's sort of like a guy, you know when someone's like trying to stay on your good side, so they're like being kind to you, this, that, right? That's kind of like, but he's in a little way. Watch this.
Strong.
You know what this means, right? Now you are in charge. Let her stay, she gets control.
I could drop ties in this bitch. Drop like flies in this bitch. I cut ties in this bitch.
Now, as you saw, they literally compared it to Aizen because the way he was talking about her. That's how deep this ran, right? And so in his Aizen escapade, you saw right there where he said, he like whispered to the thing, "If you let her stay, she'll be in command." That corresponds to another woman who I think was in the 60 range somewhere, possibly 65. She is begging. She is pleading to stay. She's like, I know, but please, you're a kind person, let me stay. And then he goes and does the, "If you let her stay, she'll be in command." Because if you let the person stay, they are now the person who eliminates, right? And so watch this.
43. I know it's a hard decision for you, but I'd like to stay.
If you let her stay, she gets control.
Unfortunately, you're eliminated.
I'm so proud of you.
Now, this here is where a lot of people start feeling differently about him. Or no, actually, this is where he really kicks into being a full villain. So he decides, the wheel decides. The wheel spins and lands on a girl who is 11, right? Everyone is like, oh shit, it's the 11-year-old, because obviously 11-year-old. And everyone starts chanting like, I don't know what her name is, I'm gonna call her Tito. Like, "Save Tito, save Tito." She starts crying and is like, "I know you're a kind person, please keep me in the game, I really want to stay." And you know what he does? He says now's not the time to develop a heart.
You are a kind person. And you are kind enough to not eliminate me.
Save Geo! Save Geo!
Is that 11? Don't do it. Now's not the time to develop a heart. I made it loud and clear with my voice telling everyone, listen, there's only one winner here.
Crazy. This is when he really got his villain factor, right? And now we look at this and we're thinking, wow, this is the bad guy here in this 40 lines. Then the next challenge comes on. This challenge is, if you've seen any MrBeast video, the entire prize, $250,000. But you have to, what's it called? You have to win. Like, no, you have to be the only one to step out. If any singular other person steps out of their like little box and then no one gets it, you both are eliminated, right? Or actually, how many other people? And 42 yells out loud, I'm going out. I am going to step out. I'm getting this 250. If you want to lose with me, come out. Villain shit, right? Then we meet our protagonist by the name of 58. 58 steps out with him. At the last 2 seconds, 58 decides he has to go out. And he's 42. They even give 42 a little moment. They're like, 42 was the only person to step out. Everyone's celebrating until 2 seconds left. 58 stepped out too. And 58 later goes on to say that he had this plan from the jump. He was going to leave. He was going to leave regardless. The second that he heard his voice, 58 was going to go, right? And what's it called? I like, this is crazy. Like, this nigga wanted him out that bad. He is the hero. He made his sacrifice, right?
You look around, you'll see that 42 was the only one to step out until 2 seconds remain. And someone all the way over there stepped out at the last second.
Until the last 2 seconds.
Sorry, 2 seconds count. My decision was made before the clock started.
Obviously, they both go out. He says there's no hard feelings. But then, after everything, he goes on, 42 goes on TikTok Live, and he's talking to a guy. Who's he talking to? He's talking to this guy. And he's talking to this guy. He goes off it, and then he's going on these comments, and they say, were there any hard feelings? He tells the story of what happened directly after, because obviously, I just lost 250K because of you, because you didn't like the way I was acting. So this is what he says in response.
Any hard feelings towards 58? There was. I mean, once again, I am a human being. And, you know, I have 4 kids, shit like that. I work an everyday normal job, you know. So, you know, is money tight? Yeah, it's tight for everybody. So whenever you see something that's so close, like you think, oh my God, I can finally take care of doing this and this, and it gets pulled away. Yeah, I was upset. I was very upset. And what really sucked was how arrogant, how pompous he acted. I mean, even whenever we were side by side doing the exit interview, but then we left the facility and immediately got in the same shuttle to ride back to the hotel. And he's very chipper, and he's like, oh man, I had a really good time doing the video challenge, you know. How about you? Did you have a good time? And I'm just still like in shock, and I'm like, and he goes, no, man. He goes, so I'm from blah, blah, same city I live in. He goes, I'm from so-and-so. Where are you from? And I looked at him, and I went, I have no intention of being fucking friendly with you at all. You just literally fucked me out of $250,000. So no, I'm not going to be your chatty partner. And that was the only thing I said. And it was quiet the entire way back to the hotel. We get out of the vehicle, we walk in the hotel, we get in the elevator, we separate ways. Last time
To be completely fair, in my perspective, fuck that dude too. Like, I believe, like, obviously, like he said in his thing, I don't know if this is in the video or not, but he said, everyone had to play their role, I played mine, right? Which I guess is fair. But the thing is, you specifically wanted to get me out at 250. Like, and I mean 250K, bro. So, this nigga, 58, okay, so let me just finish it. 58 took him out specifically because he didn't like the way bro was acting. So in my mind, I lost 250K because of you. Why would I want to be your friend? Why would I talk? You're being all chippy afterwards, right? Crazy. So also, what? No, you know what? That's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm tired. And that guy, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it. Fuck that. The MrBeast made a supervillain. MrBeast made a supervillain. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.